Welcome, champions. Today's video is not just ordinary. It can truly transform your life. We are talking about skills that can change your career, income, and self-respect. Think about it for a sec. Have you noticed that when someone communicates well, speaks with clarity and charm, they get better jobs and higher pay? They attract opportunities. They earn respect in any room, whether in the office, at a party, or anywhere they go. Sometimes ordinary-looking people, not movie stars or billionaires, feel magnetic when they speak. Their words have weight. Their presence draws you in. We enjoy talking to them. We want to meet them again and again. Why? Because communication is real power. Communication is real beauty. If you want a strong personality people admire, respect, and remember, you must understand one golden mantra. They should be arranged beautifully. They should be clear like crystal. Think before you speak. Space out your words. Remember, clear mind plus clear words equals a powerful personality. In this video, I will give 10 solid tips. Practical, actionable, easy to practice. Not boring theories. Real techniques. Real results. If you stay with me and practice these tips, your communication skills will change forever. 100% guarantee. Watching this video will also improve your English listening and speaking. So watch till the end. Subscribe for more life-changing content. Let's begin. Let's transform. Tip 1. Say without saying. This is very powerful and few people know about it. Psychology says people form their first impression in just 7 seconds. Only 7 seconds. Before you speak, they've decided 70% about you. Are you confident, likable, trustworthy, intelligent, crazy, right? You speak even when silent. Your body, face, eyes, smile, posture, and energy communicate. Imagine two candidates in a job interview waiting room. Same degree, same skills. One slouches, looks bored at his phone. Another sits straight, shoulders relaxed, gentle smile, calm energy. Who will the interviewer prefer before asking a question? Of course, the second. His nonverbal communication says, I am confident. I am professional. I respect myself and others. Body speaks louder than words. Walk into a room with confidence, even if scared inside. Smile gently and naturally. Keep your back straight. It shows strength. Make eye contact to show honesty. Avoid fidgeting or playing with hands. It shows nervousness. Master this 7-second rule. You win half the battle before you speak because people feel your energy first. Tip 2. Storytelling. Now listen carefully. If you want to capture hearts, inspire minds, and be memorable, you must master storytelling. Storytelling is the king of communication. Why? Facts tell, but stories sell. When you tell a story, people listen naturally. They connect emotionally. They remember it for a long time. Imagine teaching someone the value of hard work. You could say, hard work is important, boring, forgettable, or you could tell a story. Let me tell you about Sam. Sam came from a small village. No electricity, no internet, but every night he studied under a streetlight. He dreamed of becoming a doctor. People laughed at him. 10 years later, Sam saved the lives of the same people who mocked him. Which version touches the heart more? Which stays in memory longer? Of course, the story. That's the power of storytelling. Whether giving a speech, in a meeting, teaching, or making a point in conversation, use stories. Use real examples. Paint a picture in the listener's mind. Human brains are wired for stories. Since ancient times, people shared wisdom around campfires. Keep your story short but emotional. Add struggle, add victory, Make the listener see themselves in the story. A good storyteller becomes unforgettable. Tip 3, empathy. To become a master communicator, to earn trust, and to make people open up, you must develop empathy. What is empathy? It means feeling what others feel, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, listening with your heart, not just your ears. Why is empathy important? When people feel you understand them, they feel safe, they trust you, they respect you, they open their hearts to you. Without empathy, communication becomes dry, cold, and meaningless. Let me give you an example. You tell a friend about a work problem. You are stressed. One friend says, "Don't worry. Forget it." They didn't really listen or care. Another friend listens carefully, nods gently, and says, "I see how stressful this is. It must feel tough at work. You're not alone. I'm here if you want to talk more." Who would you trust more? Whom would you feel closer to? Of course, the second. Empathy creates connection. How can you show empathy? Listen actively. Listen actively. Why? Don't just wait to speak. Really listen. Acknowledge their feelings. You don't always have to fix their problem. Show understanding. Use words like, "I can imagine how that feels," or "Thank you for sharing that with me." Be present. Put away distractions. Give them your full attention. In sales, leadership, or relationships, those who listen with empathy succeed most. When you make someone feel understood, you win their heart forever. Tip 4, the sweetest sound. One of the secrets of powerful communication comes from Dale Carnegie. He said, "A person's name is to them the sweetest sound in any language." And yes, it's true. Using someone's name correctly makes them feel special and seen. Why? A name is more than a word. It carries identity, childhood memories, family voices, and a sense of self. Saying it warmly touches the soul, not just ears. Imagine walking into a busy Starbucks. Music plays, people chat, coffee smells fill the air. You order, "Hi, I'll have a caramel macchiato. Name's Daniel." The cashier smiles, notes it down. 5 minutes later, you wait with 10 others. The barista calls, "Caramel macchiato for Daniel. Have an awesome day, Daniel." You feel a spark. You are not just an order number, not just another face. You feel seen. You feel remembered. A small thing, your name, makes the experience personal. You might smile back and think, "I like coming here. These people are nice." That is the hidden magic. Simple, small, yet powerful. In meetings, friendships, or interviews, using someone's name genuinely makes them feel important. They feel connected. Connection builds trust, opportunities, and success. Important tip: use names naturally, not every 2 sentences. Use it when greeting, making a point, or closing a conversation. Warmth, not force, is key. In a world where everyone seeks attention, remembering and using someone's name makes you unforgettable. Tip 5, emotional intelligence. Life-changing skill. Master this, and you rise in relationships, business, leadership, everywhere. What is emotional intelligence? It's understanding and managing your emotions and others' emotions. The most powerful part, learning to respond, not react. Reacting is automatic, emotional, impulsive. Responding is thoughtful, calm, intelligent. Imagine a meeting. Someone criticizes your idea publicly. Reacting, you get angry. Your face turns red, say something rude. You look emotional and unprofessional. Responding? You stay calm. Take a deep breath. Say, "Thank you for your feedback. I'll think more. Maybe we can discuss improvements together." You look strong and mature. You build bridges instead of walls. Personal example. At home, your partner says something hurtful. You feel hurt, angry, reacting. You scream, say hurtful things. Fight escalates. Responding, you pause. Stay silent for a few seconds. Then calmly say, "I'm feeling hurt now. Let's talk when we're calmer." You protect the relationship and act wisely. How to build emotional intelligence and respond instead of react. Pause before speaking. Even 3 seconds can change everything. Name your emotion: angry, sad, insecure. Ask yourself what response best serves the situation. Remember your bigger goal. Winning an argument is useless if you lose a relationship. Leaders, great speakers, excellent communicators, they are emotionally intelligent. They stay calm under pressure. They choose words carefully. They stay centered even when storms swirl around them. Emotional intelligence equals inner strength plus outer influence. Tip 6. Echoing technique. To be an unforgettable communicator, you must master echoing. What is echoing? Echoing means repeating a small part of what someone just said naturally and warmly. Why does this work? It shows you are truly listening. You care about what they say. You invite them to share more. It makes them feel understood and encourages openness. How does it look in real life? Example 1. Your friend says, "I've been feeling very stressed at work lately." You reply, echoing "stressed at work." You are not giving advice. You are reflecting their feeling back. This invites them to continue. "Yeah, my manager keeps giving me impossible deadlines." The conversation deepens. Example 2. Your colleague says, "I finally finished the project after 3 months." You echo, "3 months? That sounds massive." They feel encouraged to share more. "Yes, it was exhausting, but worth it. I learned so much." You made them feel valued, all with simple echoing. Important. Use a keyword or emotion, warm, curious tone. Don't repeat everything mechanically. In negotiations, sales, or conflict, echoing is a hidden superpower. Understanding makes others more willing to cooperate. Tip 7. Voice modulation. Words alone aren't enough. If your voice is flat, dull, or robotic, people lose interest. Your voice is your music. Voice modulation is controlling pitch, pace, and pauses to make your communication alive and magnetic. Let's break it down. Pitch means highs and lows. Always high-pitched, you sound anxious. Always low, you sound boring or sleepy. Great communicators vary pitch naturally. Higher pitch when excited, lower when serious. Example, telling a success story, and then we won the competition. Higher pitch, emotional tone. It wasn't easy. Nights we almost gave up. Lower pitch, serious tone. Paces speed of speaking. Too fast stresses listeners. Too slow makes them sleepy. Change speed with your message. Fast pace for excitement. We saw the results, jumped, screamed, hugged. Unbelievable. Slow pace for serious points. The real work had just begun. Control speed. Control emotions. Pause for silent power. Pausing after key points makes listeners absorb words, feel suspense, and respect your message. Example, sometimes the smallest decisions change your entire life. Pauses create depth. Pull the audience in, make words feel heavier and more powerful. Top TED speakers master voice modulation. They sound like they are singing a story, not reading a script. Master your voice, and you master hearts. Tip 8: Broken record technique. Have you ever faced someone who won't take no for an answer? They argue endlessly, push you into uncomfortable situations. One of the most powerful techniques in such moments is the broken record technique. What is it? You calmly repeat your main point again and again without getting emotional. Just like an old broken record, it keeps repeating the same line. Why is it powerful? Because it shows firmness without aggression. It protects your boundaries. It forces the other person to respect your decision. Repeat calmly, without anger or sarcasm. Example 1. Someone keeps pushing you to drink at a party. You don't want to. Come on, just one drink. You calmly reply, no thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. They say, oh, don't be boring. You stay calm. No thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. Another try. Just a little. You still smile. Calm. No thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. After 2 or 3 times, they give up because you didn't argue, explain, or justify. You stood your ground calmly. Example 2. In business, a client demands extra services without payment. You say, we'd love to help, but that requires an additional fee. No arguing, no justifying. Just calm, professional repetition. Don't fight. Don't explain too much. Repeat your boundary calmly. Over time, people respect you more because you stay professional, stay confident, stay in control. Tip 9. Humor. Humor isn't just telling jokes. It brings lightness, warmth, and human connection into your conversations. Why is humor powerful? It breaks tension. It makes people comfortable. It creates bonding. It shows you're approachable and makes your words memorable. If you make people smile, you can make them trust you. Trust is the foundation of all strong communication. But humor doesn't mean being a clown. Don't make fun of others. Be light, relatable, sometimes laugh at yourself. Imagine a job interview. The interviewer asks, tell us about a mistake you made. You could answer stiffly and nervously, or you could smile lightly and say, only one mistake. I have a whole collection. Then move naturally to your real answer. The interviewer relaxes. They smile. They remember you. You come across as confident and human. Humor created connection. Tough negotiation. Tension is high. Everyone looks serious. You notice all drinking black coffee. You smile. Negotiating caffeine rights today, too? People laugh. Tension melts. The room softens. They become more open, less defensive, more willing to listen. Humor disarmed the tension. Giving a speech about teamwork? Instead of starting seriously, say, teamwork makes the dream work. Unless the dream is a nap, then I work better alone. People laugh. They connect. Your speech becomes memorable because you weren't lecturing. You were sharing and relating. How to use humor correctly. Be self-deprecating. Make small jokes about yourself, not others. Be situational. Notice funny things around. Be natural, not forced. Don't insult anyone. People who laugh with you trust you, and people who trust you follow you. When you use humor wisely, you become unforgettable. Tip 10. Vulnerability. What is vulnerability? What is vulnerability? It means being honest, open, and real about your feelings, experiences, and mistakes without pretending to be perfect. Many think vulnerability is weakness, but it is your greatest strength. When you show your real self, people trust, connect, and respect you more. Here's a truth. Everyone is fighting silent battles inside. When they see your honesty, they feel less alone. Vulnerability connects two hearts. Why is it powerful? It builds instant trust. When you are open, others feel safe to open up too. It makes you relatable. Nobody is perfect. Showing your struggles shows you are just like them. It shows confidence. Only strong people admit flaws without fear. It creates emotional impact. When you share your pain, dreams, or lessons, it touches the listener's heart. They remember you forever. But vulnerability is not oversharing everything. It's not crying in every conversation or talking only about problems. Vulnerability is sharing the right story at the right time in the right way. Imagine this. You are giving a motivational talk. Audience expects perfection. You could say, I have always been successful. Life is amazing. People admire you for 5 minutes, but they won't connect deeply. Or you could begin differently. 5 years ago, I was completely broken. I lost my job. My bank account was empty. Every morning, I woke up feeling useless. One day I sat in my tiny kitchen, staring at instant noodles. That was all I could afford. I thought, is this my life? That night, I decided this is not the end. This is the beginning. Slowly, step by step, I rebuilt my life. Today, I stand here not because I never fell, but because I learned to rise after falling. What happens after sharing this? Audience leans forward. Some have tears in their eyes. Some nod silently, feeling your pain. Some smile with hope inside. They will never forget you. They saw themselves in your story. You didn't seem like a superhero. You came across as a warrior. People admire warriors, not superheroes. Step-by-step guide for smart vulnerability. 1. Choose a real moment from your life. Struggle, fear, failure. 2. Be honest but short and meaningful. 3. Focus on the lesson, not just the pain. 4. Share it naturally, like telling a trusted friend. 5. End with hope. Show how you overcame it. Walls keep people out. Vulnerability invites them in. When you are vulnerable, you talk not just to minds but to souls. Touching souls makes communication powerful. Real communication is heart to heart. Communication isn't about impressing others with words. It's about connecting deeply, building trust, understanding, and strong bonds. You don't need to be perfect to communicate well. Be authentic, present, and real. Practice these 10 tips daily. You will change how people feel when they listen. Your words won't be just words. They will inspire, impact, and stay in memory. Apply these tips and see results in your career, relationships, and confidence. Remember, communication isn't just what you say. It's how others feel when they hear you. Speak with clarity, confidence, and most importantly, with your heart. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more tips on mastering communication and making every conversation count. Now go out there and speak your truth. The world is waiting to hear it.